Hey everybody, it's me, the Undead Viking, Lance Meister. I'm here to talk to you about a game called Nobles. Now, when I was a youngster living in Fargo, North Dakota, my friends Joe Giefer and David Broughton and Joel Sovey and I, we used to play all kinds of games that we would create on the fly and we make up on our own. And they were totally fast and loose, and we would just use whatever we possibly could make. And one of the games we played, or we made, we took, if you ever remember, the old muscle figures, like the old wrestling, like little miniatures, that you bought in like blister packs and everything like that. I love those. I always wonder what happened to mine. But we came up with like some sort of weird gladiator game, gladiator game, and we would roll dice and we would like determine whether or not we had killed each other or cut off an arm or cut off a leg or whatever. And I knew it stemmed from watching Monty Python. You know, as a kid, my dad showed me that, and like the Black Knight and everything like that. And as a kid, you just think it's hilarious. The guy's arm is chopped off and blood spraying out. So, when I heard about this game, Nobles, which is basically a 4-person, or 3-person, or even 2-person, free-for-all of these people just running around in a room or a field trying to chop off each other's arms, legs, and heads, I knew I had to check it out. I knew I had to play it, and I contacted the designer, and I said, please, send me something. I want to see this. I want to play this. And I knew exactly what I was getting when I got the game, and it did not disappoint in any way, shape, or form. This is a game that has about 5 rules, and it takes maybe 20 minutes to play, but it is 20 minutes of of bloody, gory, laughing, screaming fun. So let me show you how to play the game. Won't take long at all. And we'll come back here, and me and Lily here will tell you more about Nobles. Yes. Alright, this is it. This is the game of the Nobles. So, when you play the game, you have the game board here, a very tight, compact little gladiatorial arena that you are stuck in. Each player will start in a starting location on the side. You can pick, any of the 3, but I just put them in the center like that. Each person will get a 6-sided die that goes along with their color of their character, and of course they get a character card as well. So you can see, like, here's the Knight and the Halberdier, the Defender, and the Blade Master. Now, depending on the character, you'll start with like a certain card, like take 1 parry card before you shuffle up the deck and hand out your opening cards. The Knight starts with 2 strike cards. The Halberdier, you can play cards from 2 spaces away, so you can you have range or whatever swing, which is a really good ability. And Defender, you get a shield to start with, so you have a shield that can block some of the damage that you take. This game is by no means difficult. On your turn, you will, let me just grab some cards here so I can show you what you do. On your turn, you get 3 actions. Now, actions are just basically playing a card or rolling a die or moving, and that's what you do. Now, if you get your arms chopped off, you get down to 2 actions. So you can still swing a sword, though, because as the rules state, you're just that good. If you get both of your legs chopped off, when you move, you only move at half speed, and then if you get both your arms and your legs chopped off, then you're dead, which would make sense. You can get your head chopped off too, and then if your head ever gets chopped off, then you're obviously you die in that situation. So some cards that you'll play, like cards like Rally, just allow you to draw 2 more cards off the deck. Now, when at the start of your turn, you always draw 2 cards. So and you start with a hand of 5. So some of the cards allow you, I like this, because this is a game of getting your arms and legs chopped off. You have a sewing kit, which will allow you to completely repair 1 limb. Note, you can't use this to repair your head. When your head gets chopped off, you are, as they say, dead. I can't seem to find a shield card. I'll find one in the deck here. But you have abilities like you can throw sand, which makes a person lose their turn, which is horrible and it stinks. You have a kick ability that will knock somebody down to either 1 action Or if they have a shield, you kick their shield out of the way. And then you have cards that allow you to attack. So when you strike somebody, then they can try to do something to block it. So if they have a block card, they can block the attack, and then they draw a card from blocking it. If they have a dodge card, you can counter a strike if somebody, or a parry card if somebody dodges you. You have cards that allow you to evade, which is a better version of dodge, that you counter any strike or parry card and move your character 3 spaces, so you can kind of get away and go somewhere else. You have a card that has a parry and plus strike, so when you parry, you actually then get to swing your sword or whatever, halberd or whatever, to hurt them as well. And so the whole game is about getting close to somebody and being able to hurt them and hopefully kill them. Let me find a shield card here just a second. Here. There we go. So we have shields. You have a buckler, which can take 1 hit before it is destroyed. And there's a shield card, and the shield, there we go. So a shield card, that's what the defender starts with. A shield card can take 3 hits, and you notice there's actually 3 spots there. And there's shield hit tokens that, of course, that you put on the shield if you have it. So let's actually put that shield on there so we can actually show that. There you go. And so on your turn, what you'll do. So I'm just going to put these in here. So they've been fighting for a while or whatever, but miraculously, nobody's been killed yet. And so, like, on your turn, like, the green, the defender will go, and so he isn't close enough to hit anybody, so, he wants to be able to strike somebody, so he's going to roll a die first to move. So, like, he gets a 2, so now he can move 2. He's got both of his legs still, so he can move a full move of 2. And so he wants to kind of get as far away from everybody else, but he wants to get over here and attack the knight. So he moves over 2, and as long as he has a strike card, he can play that, and then he will then, strike the defender. Now, of course, then the defender has the ability, like, if they have an evade card, they can play evade, and they can go 1, 2, 3, and move out of the way. Now, there is one other card. I forgot to show the counter card. I apologize. That if somebody, like, actually, if you attack somebody, and then they play something that, like, counters a block, a dodge, a parry, or evade card, and then you can actually complete the last strike or the parry plus strike, and they can't be stopped. So you actually have an ability to stop somebody if they've been hoarding a bunch of cards that allow them to stop. Now, so you eventually finally hit somebody. Now the fun starts. This is the Bag o' Death. And in here there's a bunch of little counters. And when you reach in and you successfully hit somebody, you get to reach in here, you grab a counter out, and then you see here, this one says head cut, and we see it's chopped off somebody's nose. And so when you do damage, you put that on the spot. Now, when you take damage to your head, that's bad, because if you get hit in the head twice, you die. So sometimes you'll get, like, left leg. And so when you get left leg, you go ahead and put that, oh, I knocked over the halberd here, and you go ahead and put that on the mark, showing that their left leg has been cut. And then there's also, of course, right arm cut, and so you go ahead and put that on there. Now, if you take 2 points of damage to a limb, you then lose the limb. It's just gone, and you're dead. And, like, obviously now if I was taking damage, you actually would, since he has the shield, there's these, like, shield counters that you actually, like, place on there to show that you're taking there. Some of the things, actually, like, you'll draw one of these, and it'll just say, right arm is cut off. You don't have to take 2 points of damage. You would just, like, if that was the case, you would just place that to show that you had no right arm. And they come in, of course, legs as well. And so, like, no, it doesn't matter. Your leg is gone. Now, if you have 2 hits, obviously, then that does it as well. And there is, in case you were wondering, just a head loss thing. Yes, there are tokens in the, not many, mind you. There are tokens in the bag that if you are unlucky enough, you can get your head chopped off right away in the beginning when you aren't able to block an attack that somebody hits you. And then you're just done. And this is not a game that takes a long time. There's a lot of chasing people around, a lot of wheeling and dealing, a lot of backstabbing, literally, and crazed, bloodthirsty attacks and deals and treachery, if you will. So, But there you go. I mean, the game, like I said, it does not it does not have a lot of rules. It is not meant to be taken super seriously, but it is meant to have a lot of fun throwing dice and trying to chop off each other's heads, which is exactly what this game aims to be, and it is exactly what that is, and it is a heck of a lot of fun. Every time I play this, and any of my friends, all we do is just laugh and giggle and act out the moves, and you know, nothing makes you more angry when somebody you thought was going to like attack somebody else like chases you down and whacks you with their halberd instead of another opponent. But let me tell you more about what I think about the game here in my conclusion, which I'll do right now. All right, Lily didn't run off. I'm impressed. She usually does not let me scratch her this long. I guess she must be needing attention right now. But so there you go. I mean, you're either gonna like this kind of game or you're not. My daughter loves this game. She loves digging into the bag of death, trying to hunt down the head cut off to try to take out her dad. There's nothing. This is one of those crazy games that, like, yes, there is some strategy involved. I mean, you don't want to use up all your cards. You want to try to, like, there's moments when you, especially if you're playing with, like, 4 people, like, if 3 people are fighting, you know, backing off and walking away and, like, trying to, you know, recoup a little bit, you know, draw some cards, you know, get some good stuff, get some good combos or whatever together so you can kind of move in and for the kill, waiting for your moment, that kind of thing. But ultimately, like, this game is just about luck, and it's about you know, well, it's about cutting people's heads off. It's not. I don't know. I don't think the game's supposed to be taken super seriously, and I don't think anybody's supposed to, like, spend a lot of time working out the perfect tactics or strategy. I mean, the most fun part of the game really is, like, convincing, like, the other 2 people to gang up on the 4th person and watch as all 4 of you like, just, you take it to that one person and dismember them bit by bit and you know, leave them a bloodied mess in the corner of the battlefield. You know, and this is you know, one of the things about the game, though, is, like, we always play that, like, if you do get knocked out, you get to be the person that draws the bag of death counters out, because that's a lot of fun. And truly, seriously, nothing is more awesome than, like, on, like, the 3rd or 4th turn, or even, like, right away. This happened, like, the earliest we've had this happen is the 3rd turn of the game, when, like, somebody, like, he walked up to the 4th person who hadn't even had a turn yet, and like, walked up and used an attack, and then did damage, or they used, like, a block or something like that, and then they used another strike card, and they were able to cut off their head, and just boom, done. They didn't get to do anything. Drew the card and drew the token for the head lopped off, and man, we must laugh for a good minute after that happened. So it's exactly that kind of game. It's you know, crazy super dice filler, you know, with a crazy silly theme, and you will, if you watch my Python, quote the Black Knight many times. You know, it's required that if you get your arm chopped off, you just say it is but a scratch, and go right back to it. And you know, it is pretty cool that you can sew your arm right back on too. So, all right, cool. Well, that was The Nobles. It has been funded already on Kickstarter. You know, they're moving into stretch goals and what have you. You know, I'm backing it. I strongly suggest you do as well, as long as, you know, if this is like I said, this is a game you're going to know if you're going to like this game or not. And I knew I was going to like it, and sure enough, I did. So, thank you for taking time to watch this video. I had a lot of fun playing this game. I had a lot of fun making this one, too. And as always, this is Undead Viking, and I'm telling you, until the next time, have yourself one heck of an awesome day. All right, bye-bye. Yeah, boy.